Every time it screws me up.
It's always funny.
Okay, what do we got?
All right, today we are trying another Piehole product, whiskey Piehole stuff. Cherry pie this time. Did the pecan pie.
Here's my
Cherry pie. So, yep, Canadian whiskey with cherry pie liqueur. 35% alcohol by volume. Pie.
A pioneering whiskey. Piehole. Cherry pie, Canadian whiskey with cherry pie liquor. Okay, 35% alcohol by volume.
That's exactly what I just said.
But you're mumbling.
Oh.
You're muttering and mumbling,
yes,
and no one
can
hear what
absolutely,
you're saying.
Yep.
So try it.
True. Oh boy. Smell that. Sure.
Not a cherry. It's like cough syrup cherry. No, I'm not crazy about cherry to begin with, but it's cherry pie, not cherry.
I know. It tastes like cough syrup. Yeah.
The first taste
is not so bad, and then what you're left with is pure cough syrup.
Honestly, here's my thought on it, though. I feel like if I had never had cherry cough syrup, I wouldn't have that reaction to it. Because the flavor...
But basically everyone has had cherry cough syrup.
I know. But if you haven't, you might like it way more. Because I'm associating the flavor with... It has that cough syrupy cherry kind of flavor. But there's something that has that... There's a cherry pie thing in there that's not bad, actually. It really isn't. Try another swig. It's only the aftertaste to me that tastes like the cough syrup. The aftertaste is what is doing it.
But the whiskey is pretty burny too.
I don't get
you
burny.
Didn't think so?
I didn't get it.
On the first taste I did. Maybe not that one, but the first taste I definitely got burned. I don't like it.
I wouldn't drink it either. I wouldn't get it to begin with. Like if I just saw this, I wouldn't be like, what? Because I don't like cherry stuff.
Right.
And again, that aftertaste,
yeah,
like when I was kind of switching around in my mouth, and like as soon as I took it, I was like, okay, it's pretty good. And then that aftertaste, as soon as
it's pure cough syrup.
Yeah, then the aftertaste, it tastes like I just had cough syrup. So
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Ooh, that's harsh. Ooh.
What would you give it then, sir?
I feel like almost anything like this would have a cough syrup thing to me.
Maybe, but I like cherry pie. I like cherry flavored things. I like maraschino cherries, like in drinks and shit. I love that.
Okay.
And this.
You know who likes cough syrup? Josh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi.
What was that look? Do you think I was talking about me?
No, I knew.
No, I don't like the flavor of cough syrup. I like only the effects.
I know the story. Continue.
The story? What story?
The story about, like, you guys drinking a bunch of cough syrup to try, and then you just ended up getting sick off of it.
Oh, well, that's one of the stories.
Oh.
I've drank cough syrup recreationally many times. Don't worry
about that.
Yeah,
you should definitely say that on camera.
What's wrong with that? Like, what, are they going to lock me up? Probably.
But you have to show, like, an ID nowadays to buy cough syrup.
Yeah, I show my ID. I'm over 18. I can abuse the shit out of it if I want to.
All right.
Okay, here's what's up. This thing is pretty shitty. The aftertaste is killing it for me. It's completely wrecking it for me. Honestly, if it didn't have that aftertaste, it might be around a 7.5 kind of territory for me.
Oh, really?
At least, not in terms of what I would pick to drink, because I wouldn't pick this even if it was perfect, honestly. But the aftertaste is so kind of bleh, and I think part of the bleh of the aftertaste is that I associate it with the cherry cough syrup, and we all kind of hate that flavor. Most people, not everybody, most people kind of have a negative reaction to that flavor, and that's ruining the entire experience of the drink for me. So I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5, because I think it's a little below. It's not average. It's not like middle of the road for me, because I actively dislike it. Right. But at the same time, the only reason I feel like I'm being kind of generous with it is because I don't know if you can do this without reminding me of cough syrup. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if that's possible, just because I would associate anything I tasted, like any potent alcoholic beverage that had a cherry flavor, I'd probably associate it with cough syrup. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. It's if you're really into cherry pie, or if you like the taste of cough syrup for some reason and whiskey, you might love this. In fact, Josh, if Josh were here tasting it with us, he
might like it.
He might love it.
Yeah.
He might give this like a 9.5. Who knows? Because
Right.
there's been some other things in the past that we've had with him that was like this kind of has a cough syrup thing, and he's actually enjoyed it. And I don't know. I assume there's other people out there like that. So if that is you, I would definitely suggest it. If not, if you have the distaste for cough syrup, I wouldn't recommend it because the aftertaste reminds me of cherry cough syrup. Anything to add to that?
Nope. 3.5, 4.5, averaging a 4. If you're into it, check out Piehole Cherry Pie Whiskey. See you next time.
The taster will return.